Today's guest is Taylor here, and she has recently bought a new house and would like to switch to a different energy source. So hello Taylor, and welcome to the show. Tell everyone a little about yourself.
I'm Taylor, and I just bought a new house, and I'm looking for a new way to power the energy.
So welcome to the show, Taylor. Would you be able to tell everyone a little bit about what you have?
Well, I have a 1,600 square foot rural home. It's electrically powered, and I've noticed that electrical power is really bad on the environment, and it makes a dent in my wallet. So I just want a new way, to be better for my savings and for the environment.
Well, Taylor, it looks like our specialist team, Offset here, has come up with a perfect alternative of the grid power source for you. And we've decided on solar power is the best for you.
What is solar power, and how does it help me?
So solar panel information guide here has a lot of your information.
Okay.
So we're just going to open up here to page number 3 and take a look on the second paragraph. So essentially solar power is power that is created from the sun's rays, and then it is converted into energy that can be used to power your home. There are so many benefits to using solar power, such as the smart solar choice allows you to still have electricity even when the power is out. And it is a renewable energy source, and it comes from the sun, obviously, so therefore it's not going to run out. And your real estate value will increase with the purchase of solar powers. And the best thing of all for you is it reduces fossil fuels and doesn't change the environment's ozone layer. So the advantages to switching are endless.
That's amazing. However, I don't really understand how sun rays can power my house, and how does my roof fit the requirements?
Okay, so the solar power does start out by UV rays being projected onto a top layer of thin silicone panels, which are divided into photovoltaic cells. These act as semiconductors that carry free electrons. So when the sun hits the solar panels, photons bombard and penetrate the cell. They then excite the electrons, allowing them to be free-moving in both silicone layers. This creates a direct electrical current. So some electrons in the bottom layer shoot up to the top of the cell, and these electrons flow into metal contacts as electricity moves into a circuit. The metal on top and bottom of the cell allows the current to be used as electricity for your house. So for your roof, a self-slanted roof and a roof is angled at 30 degrees is the best way to capitalize the sun's rays in all seasons and maintain the maximum hours of sunlight access per day. So a roof that is facing east or west does work, but it's not as effective, and you have to increase the sun exposure. So your roof is absolutely perfect as it is southern facing, and it does have a 30-degree angle.
Wow, didn't I get lucky? But once I watched a video that said if it was cold out or if it was cloudy, solar panels don't work. Is that true?
No, that's incorrect. That's a myth. So it is one of the more common myths that we do hear about. So the coldness doesn't affect it at all, but the cloudiness you would think would affect it. Although the UV rays they are able to go through the clouds, so it doesn't affect it as much as you would think. Because some places that are very cold and cloudy, they do excel with solar power.
That's good to hear. That video had me really worried.
You can't believe everything you've read on the internet, Taylor.
I know. You haven't mentioned any pricing yet, so could you explain why it costs what it does?
Yeah, sure. So if we turn to page 56 over here, it does go over some of your initial costs. So I have been tracking your energy use, and I've conducted that in the summer and spring months you use approximately 18 kilowatts a day. And in the winter months you use approximately 50 kilowatts a day. So in a year you would approximately use 10,500 kilowatts. And then to provide as much energy as you need, I think we should put in 40 solar panels on the roof, which would produce 10,700 kilowatt a day annually. So the solar panels will cost around $35,000, and then with the pre-wired 120-240 back generator that our company provides as a backup energy in case your energy supply is running low, it will cost you $4,000, so in total around $39,000 without taxes.
Holy, that is a lot of money. How is this beneficial?
Well, I'm aware it is a lot to get started, but eventually, as soon as you have the initial investment paid off, it will begin to pay for itself.
How is that even possible?
Well, your house won't require all of the energy that you're producing, so therefore you could either sell it back to an energy company, such as my company, we do that, and you could, or if you just wanted to make a self-business out of it, you could sell it yourself. But in order to sell it yourself, you're going to need a backup, like a storage, which do sell the storage. It doesn't include it in the initial cost, so it's a couple of $1,000 extra. But that is later down the road, so that is an option that you have. But back to the money that you could potentially bring in. It ranges from $5,000 to $6,000 annually, depending on the quality and the quantity that you end up consuming versus what you save.
That's all good, but that profit isn't until I actually have everything paid off. Where are my immediate savings?
Well, considering that they are installed and you no longer have a company you're paying for your energy, you actually don't have electrical bills. So this is taking into consideration that you decide to go entirely off the grid.
That's still a lot of money to invest. Is there any
I'm glad that you
offset
asked
the
that.
costs?
There are more ways to lower your costs, such as net metering program, which my company actually does provide, so I highly recommend it. So it is a program which tracks energy usage and offers incentives to solar power users who produce more energy than they consume. So a couple power companies do offer credit for future energy bills, and others actually cut users a check for producing more energy than they use. So exclusively to Ontario residents this year, a program called Feed-in Traffic is available. So it pays customers 54 cents for every kilowatt hour that they produce, meaning that users make at least a 4% return over 4 years.
Wow, that is going to help with the cost a lot.
Yeah. So I've looked into your hydro bills over the last year, and annually you pay approximately $2,500 for electricity. So over a 20-year period, you would have spent $50,000 on electricity bills alone. So if you switch over to solar panels, you save $20,000 to $65,000 over a 20-year period, depending on how much energy you produce. So with all this new information, how do you feel about this system, Taylor?
I think I really like it. I'm going to save a lot of money in the long run. It's good for the environment, and I can make money off of it if I make more energy. So I
get the handshake? I got the handshake, and that is all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in to Love It or Get Off of My show. I'm Nicole, and this was our special guest, Taylor, today. So can we get a round of applause for Taylor?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.